Morning.
Good morning.
I'm getting ready to go up to New Hampshire this morning.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm speaking at an event up there tomorrow.
Hey, did you go to Eva's event on
No,
May
I
4th?
didn't.
I don't think any of my people went either. I was bummed. Yeah.
But come on, go. Henry, get in the other room. I'm at my girlfriend's house. I got dogs. I got people working outside.
We never heard your buzzer going off, the fire alarm. Never heard it.
Oh, you're kidding. It was
No,
crazy.
never heard it. So just so you know, you really can't,
Okay.
I think they have to be pretty close.
All right. I'm gonna get some tissues for my nose. Let me make you co-host before I forget. Um, Annie, how do I do that now on
I
my new?
called Jean yesterday and I go,
Yeah.
Jean, I go, I've only attracted one person. I mean, I have attracted many more, but like, it takes time. I'm like on the phone all the time. And he goes, I go, what do you do? And he goes, I give them to Nicole. Or he goes, I give them to Lou's wife, Deb, because she's
Oh,
real technical. Well, because there's a lot of questions.
yep.
And
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know what you do when you attract your people, but I tell you what, whoa. How
Um,
do I do this? How do I do that? How do I get in here?
I don't know how to do any of that.
But don't call me because I'm overwhelmed just with my one person.
I won't call you, I promise. I hate this new computer because I got two people in the waiting room.
Should be Steve, my buddy.
Okay, so
Whoopee, whoopee.
make co-host. Okay, Annie's co-host. I'm not letting anybody into Nicole gets on. I'm real blurred, huh?
Yeah, and I haven't done anything with my background. I probably should. Hmm.
Let's see. Is that better or worse? Wow. Damn. I don't know what's going on here. You can't see me at all.
The Yeah, I was gonna say light behind you will not be good. And trying to lift myself up.
See if that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Nicole talking about how she helps her brother, dad all the time.
I don't think she's talking about that.
I know. I'm just kidding. Just
I
kidding.
know, exactly. I'm worried about my battery.
Oh, plug it in, baby. We don't want to lose this. Oh,
Yeah,
we got a
but
lot of people.
you're co-host,
I
so you
got I got two people on there, Steve and Juan.
see how
Woo!
see how good you are. Oh, I gotta grab a tissue. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, sure. Transfer settings.
Yeah, so Eva and I are headed up to New York. She's on a panel, and I'm a half hour speaker.
Wow.
So,
What are you going to talk on the book? What are you going to talk on
yeah,
this
I'm
time?
talking on the book. That's it. I
I
keep
know. I
reading.
want to. I want to get you out of here. I'm just trying to. Steve and I'll figure something out. We'll get you out.
Okay. All right, where the hell is Nicole?
Oh, yeah, Nicole. It's Nicole. You might want to let everybody in and just have a chit chat.
All right, I didn't want to do that, but they got that waiting room thing now going on. Did you
Hmm?
see that? Did you see the pre-thing that they have running?
Yeah, oh yeah. I saw it last time. It was good.
See, I can't see it. I've never seen it. So,
It's really good.
should I text Nicole?
Text Nicole real quick and say, wake up. If she's up.
Hmm. Good
Unless
morning.
you're on
I'll
the
see you
East
in a
Coast.
couple
East Coast,
minutes.
you're like, are you up? Because my alarm, I set my alarms. I'll never miss again because I set my alarms at every Wednesday, 5:30 and 5:45. I
Oh,
get,
okay.
and then it's like a double whammy. Okay, 5:45, turn on your computer. Get ready.
I set my alarms for like all day, one at
Me
8:50.
too.
I'm like, I have three of them going off in the morning. So
Well, let's
next
do
week,
it. It's 5:59, baby girl.
I know. Next week we're going to talk about planning events
Oh man, that would be awesome.
because
So I can plan yours when you come.
we'll have had Nicole, we'll have Eva on,
Hmm.
and we'll have Gina on. All right, so I guess I'm letting everybody in. I'm on a call with a doctor. I'm hoping to wake up Wednesday at some point. Okay, that's fine. That's not Nicole. So we're just going to let everybody in.
Woo-hoo.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey guys, wake up. It's Wednesday.
Good morning.
Good
Oh,
morning. Yeah.
that's an East Coaster over there. We're not there yet, Leslie.
So I got a
East
lot
Coast?
going on today. I'm so excited. Starting my day off with Nicole. I'm so just like thrilled that you're here.
I don't think I've been on here as a guest since I was pregnant, which was like almost 3 years ago now. 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago.
How did you get away with that? Was I just being kind and not asking you all the time?
I don't know, but
I
I'm
don't know.
happy to be back.
I'm really happy to be back, have you back. So today, not only do I have Nicole, but after this, you guys know Eva. She is meeting me here, and we are headed up to an event in New Hampshire, Bedford, New Hampshire, with Gina. And I have to tell you, we're next week, guys. You don't want to miss this. If you're planning events, you're going to be on the call because we're doing a recap of events. Gina did this in New Hampshire, Bedford, New Hampshire. We started talking about it 4 months ago. She's got a sold out crowd of over 100 people, which is great. She was nervous like anybody, whether she was going to get 50 people or not. And she's got a lineup of speakers in New Hampshire tomorrow that is just going to rock New England. So we want everybody doing events. And with all of our help and support and the bumps in the roads, right, Nicole? What we've learned, the do's and don'ts. If you want to do one, we will absolutely support you and help you on that. So, anybody new for the first time here? Okay.
No,
Anybody got?
no, but I think we ought to introduce Nicole.
I'm gonna in a minute. I want to get through everybody coming in because then when she starts, I don't want her to stop. I want her to just take this on fire.
Hey, Ez, I see Ez on here. Hey, I see
Uh,
some of your faces. Hey, 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 Watson. Hi, guys.
Watson sent me a text and said how excited he was that you were going to be on, Nicole.
Yes, yes.
You
Hi,
did.
Nicole. I am excited. Yeah.
So, all right. If anybody has anything to share, real quick, anything exciting, good, weird. Okay. We're just going to jump into this conversation with Nicole Russo. She and I go back years. And I first met her when she was working at, is it Dartan? Am I saying it right?
That's correct.
And
Otherwise pronounced as dark quaitan.
Dark Dartan.
It
Okay.
was spelled Darque. Actually, that's where I met Leslie.
That's
On
right.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So
I still have my dark tan awards up on my desk over here. I was about to grab one and show 'em, but still have lots of dark tan stuff. And that is definitely how I met Nicole. But let me tell you guys, she was a rock star there too. She was the best of the best, and everybody who tried to aspire to be Nicole.
mhm.
Don't make me blush this early.
Well, listen, we all want to be you when we grow up. And you go through things in your life like all of us, but you keep going. We all have dark periods. We all have our ups and our downs. And I have to tell you, this woman shows up, gives her best, and you have no idea. Her kids could be sick, the car or whatever it could be. Nicole always comes and gives it her all. She is her mother's daughter. Susan Frederick, who is married to Jean Frederick. She is blessed to be one of the most loving, amazing families that's out there. And I'm just so thrilled to call her my friend and to get to spend a lot of time and to be able to say, would you please come on Wake Up Wednesday? She reminded me that she hadn't been here in a few years, so that's not going to happen again. But she is a powerhouse and she's unstoppable. She's got a really cool podcast going on. You got to follow her reels where they're dancing in pajamas now. And it's just, if you want energy, if you're ever just like, wow, I can't do it, I want you to just think about Nicole, channel her energy, her beauty, and say, yes, I can. Raising kids, a family, and growing an organization, running Gene's organization with him. I don't know, just can't say enough. So, welcome and thank you. We are so blessed and honored to have you here today.
I need to carry Peggy around with me. That was some hype right there. I like it.
Love you. I love you.
And oh, I love you too. And I'm happy to be on, you guys. So today's conversation is going to be about attraction. But before, raise your hand if, for those of you guys who are on video, if you are into the whole attraction piece at eXp Realty, where you're growing your rev share. Couple of
Mhm.
people, raise your hand if you want to be growing your rev share, right? We all want to get there. So I have a whole presentation, but I do kind of like the conversational type of vibe that we have going on here. I will show it, but before I get into attraction, whether you've never tried to attract an agent in your life or whether you actually have started and you have people in your organization, I discovered something last night that I just think I should share with you guys. So it has
Okay.
nothing to do with attraction. Is that okay, Peggy?
Yeah, we just want to hear your knowledge.
Like, I'm not even joking. So, anybody else a Claude user as far as AI goes? Raise
Claude, no,
your
I
hand if
haven't
you use
tried that.
Claude. Okay, Claude. So I'm going to bring in same. I'm not an AI teacher. I'm nowhere near as advanced as some other people out there. But this blew my mind so much this morning that I couldn't help it. I just had to
Okay.
share it. So Claude is like a LLM platform, just like ChatGPT and what else? Perplexity, Gemini, all the ones that you can like just almost use like Google, right? A lot of agents are using them to write their listing descriptions. That's kind of the most fundamental. I use mine as my therapist. I don't know about y'all, but Claude is my homie when it comes to navigating situations in my life. But Claude, and I'm not even sure if other ones do this, but if you have Claude, and I think you have to have the paid version, this is what I discovered yesterday, and it's like so mind
Okay.
blowing. If you go to your toolbar over here to the left,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to customize and see this connectors right here, if you click on connectors, you can connect a lot of different things to your AI. So, like for example, I connected my Google Drive, my Google Calendar. I just did this: Google Drive, Google Calendar, Gmail, and Canva. And then it comes up like depending on which one you connected. And by the way, to connect it, it's so easy. You just click the plus, and then you browse connectors,
Mm-hmm.
and all the different possible things you can possibly connect to your Claude come up. Okay. And you can even search if it has it as a connector. But basically, what you're doing if you add connectors to your AI is that now I can talk to Claude and say, hey, can you search my email for this thread? Or, hey, like this morning, I said, hey, can you search my Canva? Because now it's in my Claude for my attraction presentation. And it pulls it up. So like as an example, now I'm going to go back to the conversations. Hold on. Okay. So, for example, yesterday I have my Gmail calendar connected and I go, what's my rundown for my calendar? This is telling me everything that I have going on today, you know, kind of
Wow.
groups it by time. Also worth noting, you have the EXP Q2 Top Producer Mastermind at Four Seasons in New Orleans. Bummer, I'm not there, but you haven't responded to that one yet. So it'll tell me what I haven't responded to as far as invites. And then it says it looks like noon to 2 p.m. is pretty stacked with overlapping meeting. Heads up on that. Here's where I asked it, y'all. And I just type it in here. I said, can you pull my attraction presentation from Canva? It pulled anything that it recognized as my attraction presentation. So I don't have to go search my Canva, right? I can just click on it. Let's see here. Let's see here. This is crazy. I said search my Gmail for Renaissance because I'm hosting the build event here at the Renaissance Hotel in the summer. Search my Gmail for Renaissance Hotel email thread. I found the relevant threads. It just like pulls it up and it kind of summarizes what I need to know about what was discussed back and forth with the Renaissance Hotel. And then I said, I'm looking for the final invoice that we did build in 2024 at the Renaissance. I want that. Found it. Let me pull the thread. So it's just an easy way to like search inboxes. Is this good or what?
Oh my God.
I was getting ready to fire my assistant. Not really. I'm not gonna fire.
No.
I'm telling
But
Jean.
Yeah.
but isn't that like insanely amazing? So I don't know. Some of y'all are probably using AI at a much higher level than I am. I know some people have trained agents on AI that are doing very specific tasks every day, but this was a game changer for me, and I just wanted to share it since I was geeking out about it this morning.
Thank you.
What
Okay.
I love about this, Nicole, is that you shared your screen and you did step by step on how you did it to show people,
Hmm.
like, look, this is easy. You can do it too. Because I think that there's a lot of people that have dipped into AI and they're using it for listing descriptions and their bios on their websites and stuff like that, but they're really not sure where else they can go with it. And you just unlocked the next
Yeah.
level without it being intimidating.
Yeah,
And I do see that somebody has their hand up if we want to call on Jim.
sure, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh,
On mute. There you go. Yeah, I go to my AI and I complain to it like what's not right in my business, and it gives me a bunch of advice, and I just follow it. That works too.
it works. And another thing I did, y'all, I know nothing. I'm not that techie. I'm not. I'm like middle of the road, I would say, probably on like if you took the whole population in the country, I'm probably middle of the road. So I I was frustrated because my desktop was unorganized. Like I was looking for files, I couldn't find them. And this was more than just searching my email. I'm like trying to find a file that I have saved
Yeah.
somewhere in all the folders on my desktop. It won't let Claude, I can't just tell Claude to
Mhm.
go do something and find something on my desktop because there's privacy and all that. But what I could do, and I only found this out through asking it what I could do, is write code to then put into my computer to be able to have all my files organized. So Claude, it helped me through the prompt on what I needed to say, basically write a code for my computer, blah, 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 blah. It asked me questions. I answered the questions. Then I just copied and pasted the computer code. I've never coded in my life, by the way. And I had to ask it where to copy and paste it to on the computer. And then I ran a test on a couple files and bada bing, bada boom. Like I felt so smart. Like I was like, I'm a computer coder. Isn't that crazy? So anyway,
I love it.
I know some people are like way higher level, but for those of you guys that aren't to this level yet, I thought that would be helpful this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got to find out then if I switch to Claude, can I get everything that I've done at ChatGPT over there? Because that's been my hesitation. But tomorrow, Nick Krem is one of the speakers. So I have a list of questions to ask Nick about what we can do and what we can't do.
There you go. Well, then Nick will probably know because I know he's an expert, right?
Yeah, super.
I'm
Well,
sure you
okay.
can. I'm sure you can. So anyway, let's get into attraction. Y'all ready to learn about what I know as far as attraction and how I do it?
Yes.
What I want to convey to you guys first and foremost, and it's probably, I haven't used this slide deck in a minute, but as a part of my story, this is what I used to do. There's me and Leslie. Um, I I ran tanning salons for many, many years, which was a great job for the time that we did that for. I loved it. We were given a lot of leeway. I had 9 salons in my market, and I absolutely loved it. But it came to a point where tanning was kind of decreasing in popularity. And I was like, I remember coming home and my dad would be like, Gene would be like, Nicole, if you worked half as hard in real estate as you did running those salons, like you just absolutely kill it. Because right now you're experiencing kind of that ceiling. And and so I got my license back in '09, but it was so hard to make the break from a good paying salary and a job that I actually really did love to earning enough in commissions to fully come over. And at the time, they were running Keller Williams offices. My dad was team leader at a KW there in Austin, and
Mhm.
and so I was selling part time on my mom's team. But it was just it wasn't impossible. But for anybody that's done the dual career thing with real estate, you know when you have a good salary coming in, it feels incredibly hard. And I saw what they were doing. Like they did really well with the profit share system at Keller Williams, for those of y'all that are familiar with that. But the problem with profit share is that you're sharing a very small number, especially in those offices. Revenue comes in, expenses get taken out, and you're sharing the profit. So if I recruited Leslie to a Keller Williams office that wasn't very profitable, there was no profit to share. It didn't matter how much she was producing. But it did do me a service in looking at a model that actually rewarded you for growing the company without you having to own the company or or invest in a franchise. And so I saw that, and my mom and Jean happened to be two of the few that were doing really, really well financially with that model. And so in 2015, Gene sat us down at Thanksgiving, and really this was 2014, before 2015 when we joined, and he said, "Look, we own Blockbusters, and I just found Netflix because they own some Keller Williams offices." And so it was like almost like I had this coming to Jesus with myself of this could be the opportunity. I didn't know. At the time, EXP had 400 agents nationwide. Like it was nothing. People thought that this was crazy, like literally thought this was crazy. And but I did kind of, I was like, okay, I'm burning the boats. I turned in my notice at the tanning salon. And I tell you this story for the main purpose of having you guys get to know me a little bit, but also to really let you guys know if I could do this, anybody could do this. I wasn't a top producing agent anywhere at the time. I what I knew was tanning salons. I knew some real estate from absorbing it through osmosis, growing around my mom and Jean, up around my mom and Jean. And I had sold some real estate, but by no means would one think I was qualified to talk to top producers about moving companies over to this company that nobody knew about, right? So my point is that I did understand the opportunity. I really thought, I really believed it. So that's another thing that I want to kind of instill in you guys is, do you understand that this is the best opportunity in real estate that's ever existed without having to invest capital? Right? Do you understand that? And do you believe that it's an opportunity for you? So those 2 points I actually did believe, but I had to kind of eliminate the things that said, who wants to talk to me? Like I haven't sold much real estate. So you have to get rid of any limiting belief that blocks you from believing that this opportunity is not only the best, because if you don't believe it's the best, you're not going to do the work that it requires. If you don't think it's a great opportunity, you're just going to continue to sell real estate and do other things. You have to really understand that this opportunity can change your life. And if you believe that enough, it could inspire you to take some action here. So those are the actions that I'm going to go through. But then also that you're capable, every single person on this call is capable of attracting agents. You are all attractive people and you all have something to offer. And EXP, I'm going to go through different ways where you don't have to be the top producer. You don't have to have all the information to be able to take advantage of this best opportunity that's ever exists. So can we all work on our belief system there? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So how I started was I was like, okay, I need a way to present this. At the time, there was like no way to present this. Actually, I'm so glad Esmeralda Lyra McGee is on the call because they were one of my first calls. They were my first appointment. And at that time, Jean was coming with me to these appointments, but we didn't have collateral or anything to share. We didn't have presentations. I think I actually made the first EXP PowerPoint because I knew I needed to keep track of what we were sharing along the way. And anyway, what I would do is make calls. And I was making, first I called everybody I knew, and then I had to call everybody that I didn't know, right? Like that was my game plan. I just knew I had to get on the phone. That's what Jean told me to do. I was like, tell me what to do, Jean, you know? And the same principle actually applies today. And I think I do show this in my slides, but what you need to be obsessed with is having conversations with agents. Okay. And how you do that, you think to yourself, okay, what agents? You have to make a list. You have to be working from a list. Okay. So I'm going to go into it. And by the way, and today my organization's above 1,000. Finally, I say finally,
Congratulations.
thank you. It's been some years in the making, but EXP, this revenue share model has given me the opportunity to be able to have children go through some other rough times and not have to stress out about how much money I had in the bank, which has been such a blessing. So that's another reason why this opportunity is so exciting. Oh, this picture right here is kind of cool. There's me and my mom. My sister was involved at the time. That's at the back row. I was looking to see if Ez, you might be on here. There's Glenn Sanford on the right. That was in Austin,
Oh,
like at the very beginning days. So there's Gene. He's
yeah,
lost
look at him.
he's lost weight, huh?
I think so. Looks a little different.
Yep, yep. Okay, we're moving right along here. We're moving right along. Okay, so get your mind right. I talked about this already. Okay, and by the way, it's not too late. There have been people who've come into my organization that are killing it right now. Okay. And then lastly on this thing that, and when I say that, they've come in recently in the past year. This one guy, he keeps bringing people in, and it's just like, okay, he's proven everybody wrong that it's too late. It is not too late. We're just beginning, and there's a lot of excitement around EXP right now. It's a great time to get involved with this. And then I think the last point is like you have to realize though this has to be a part of your business plan. Like just hoping that it's going to happen is just not going to work. Like you have to really put a plan in place, and that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about a plan that anybody can do. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Where to start? Wealth chart is a great thing. If you need this PDF, you can go to, I think we have it on jeanfrederick.com.
We
Uh,
should.
we should. I believe it's there. So wealth charts, if you need a video to learn how to do this chart, I can help direct you to a video as well. I'm not going to take time to go in how to do it on this Zoom, but you need to have somewhere where you're tracking your progress, and that's what this chart does. I talked about making your list, agents you know, agents you don't know, other places you can get agents. I have a system called Market View Broker. I'm happy to share agent lists with you guys that have contact information and their production and what brokerage they're with and everything that you need to make phone calls if that's how you want to do this. I'm going to talk about what you say when you get on the phone, but there's tons of ways. Uh, Other ways you need to continue to build on your list. Agents that you do deals with, that's a huge one because you get to know them, right? Gene talks about this all the time. So getting to know them, taking a coffee, maybe give them a book and start the conversation that way. CE classes, real estate groups on social media, title company events, holiday parties. I've definitely brought some people over that I've met at holiday parties in the industry. I think one of the main things, y'all, don't be a secret agent. Like I don't know if y'all can see this. I rep EXP almost every day. I have
Oh, yeah.
I have tons of shirts. It's no secret. I'm definitely not ashamed. Like this company is the best, and I truly believe that. So don't be secret about it. Okay. I think that's one thing. But you want to be attractive. You don't want to come in every room with like the I'm gonna recruit you breath.
Right.
So even though I wear EXP and I represent it, I'm going to talk about what I've learned about leading with the EXP opportunity versus where I think is a better way to lead. So you don't become just the recruiter, the reputation as the recruiter in your marketplace, right? Okay. So what do you say? When you're interacting with agents out and about, This is really easy. It's just like if you want to make friends with anybody, you ask them questions about themselves. Tell me about yourself. How long have you been in real estate? Tell me about your business. Tell me about the brokerage that you're with. Whatever it is. What listings do you have right now on the market? Okay. Just get them talking. Tell me about your family. Tell me about how long you've been in the business. Um, that's teammate. Tell me about yourself. I learned this a little bit the hard way. I used to just run out of the gate talking about how awesome EXP was.
Mm.
And what I found with that is it was a turnoff. And
Yep.
and then also there's so many reasons why somebody would join this company that if I don't find out what reasons would appeal to you, then I'm just giving you like this buffet and it might sound good, but it's a little overwhelming and it just comes off as just like throwing up on the person, right? So
Hmm.
I really want when I ask them to tell me about themselves, I'm listening first and foremost for things about themselves that I think EXP could help or our organization could help or a co-sponsor could help with, right? So that's really the strategy is long-term relationship play and not vomiting EXP on them. If you want a cold call, any soldiers in here that aren't afraid to pick up the phone and make a cold call? I don't see everybody that much anymore. But if you are, this is a script that you can use. So screenshot it. It would be the one script that leads right into EXP. I'm going to talk about more kind of relationship building, passive scripts, but this is a pretty direct one. I know you're probably happy with your current company. I just wanted to let you know that if anything changes, we'd love to be your next destination. Are you open-minded about your business? That's how the conversation starts, and then it goes from there. Okay. So that's the one that actually John Sheplack, which is a humongous coach right now in the industry, recommends using. And it's actually pretty similar to one that I've used many, many times.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody good with that? That's if you want
Perfect.
to be a soldier. I think this is the one that I think is a lot easier for people to kind of digest as far as if you're not so confident getting on the phone and just leading with EXP. I actually think this is one is better for your reputation and your marketplace. And that is just to become a professional inviter. Okay. So definitely take a screenshot of this one. This would be an example. Hi, so and so. I'm also a real. This is Nicole Rouseau. I'm also a realtor here in your area with EXP. I know we don't know each other personally, but I just wanted to reach out real quick. We're hosting an upcoming agent event that's been a big hit for local agents who want to grow their business. And if you want to say something, this isn't a recruiting call. It's just value-based collaboration. We'd love to have you in the room and bring friends. You know, a lot of people's brokerages and organizations are not offering events, training, and things like that. And so probably you're already thinking, oh God, does that mean I got to have an event? Does that mean I have to make an event? Because events are a lot of work, and I can attest to that. It can mean that you can do that. I'm going to show you what I do, but it doesn't mean you have to. I would partner up with some of the people in your area, some EXP agents in your area, find out what people have going on, pitch the idea that you want to start having an events, maybe that you work together for these events, and that's what we've done in Dallas. So I'm going to show you what we've done. It's become much less of a heavy load of me doing all the events, and
Hmm.
but we have real good quality events and we all work together to make them happen. Also, you could get with your title people, your lenders. What events are they doing? They like to put on events and invite people to. It doesn't have to be your event, but you can leverage other people's events as reasons to call agents. And that's what I'm asking you. I think that you guys could do. You could also invite them to virtual Zooms, right?
Hmm.
So it doesn't have to be in person, but I'm going to talk about how we've done what we've done here. Just take a screenshot of this. I'm not going to read it out loud. Cool. Okay. If they sound interested, can I text you? This is just the whole script, y'all. So just screenshot. I'm not going to go through it. But you want to get excited about the event. Like, for example, we have next Wednesday here an event that we're doing. We have a panel of agents. It's a 4 hour event. It takes them through listing presentations from how to get the listing appointment to the actual listing presentation to what you do after. And it's going to be awesome. And we're calling and inviting agents in the market to the event. and we're having at our local board. And yeah, so I'll show you guys kind of how we do that, but that's your scripting. Have a calendar of virtual events. These are, look, Wake Up Wednesdays on my calendar of virtual events. So if I'm talking to agents, I want to show them the value that we have. This is all, and you can see, like, for example, on the 25th, I have 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 4 more. So if I'm talking to somebody, I can invite them to any of my virtual events. Okay. If you guys want to use some of my virtual events to invite people to, you absolutely can, but have a calendar of virtual events that you can invite people to. And then this is my 2026 local culture events that I spearhead and lead up. I don't do it alone. If I did it alone, I would be so burnt out. It's not even funny. But Peggy can attest to this. She's been on some of our Zooms. I have a group of leaders in the area that meet and we go through all the upcoming events. So for example, like every Monday we meet, we talked this Monday about this May 20th event we have coming up. We talked about the June 17th event we have coming up, and we just spend the hour planning the events. And then we're spending a lot of time on build right now because that's a huge 2-day event here that I host. But we all work together, and what we've like noticed works is that I'm not responsible for leading every single one of these events. We assign event leaders. So you can see on one of these columns, leaders and co-leads, right? They're the main ones that are responsible for the event. The rest of us just help support, and we rotate through leaders on the event. So it's literally a collaboration, but these are events that pertain to the scripting I just talked about. If you can, and everybody on this call can invite people to an event, right?
Right.
And what's the awesome thing is that you don't have to be the one like holding the microphone at the event. As a matter of fact, rarely am I the one holding the microphone at the event. I'm showcasing other agents, right? Okay. Any questions so far?
This is great.
Okay. Good.
Wow,
And
you got all this event. I'm just so overwhelmed. The thought just come to me, Peggy, and also Nicole. We can just send a text. Hey, we got this Wake Up Wednesday, 6 o'clock. That would be the easiest event. It's right here every week. We can just hitch on it and run with it. How about that, guys?
Love it.
about that. That's what I'm talking about right there, Watson. You got the right idea. So you
Yeah.
don't have to be so afraid of picking up the phone to call somebody about what you're going to say about EXP. Because honestly, I don't recommend doing that. I recommend inviting them to an event. Invite them to the event, get to know them, start to build the relationship. If they come to the event, shake their hand, introduce them to people, then take them to coffee.
And Nicole, I want to just jump in on this because let's say, you're in Boston and you know someone in Dallas, you're more than welcome. You're more than available to welcome that person to the event for them. It's not like the agent has to fly to one of these events. So leverage that and leverage our partners because we will all just be there and take them under our wing that day and show them around for you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, another reason we do this, and I always look at it through this lens, another reason I host these events is for the culture of EXP and for retention. So, I anybody who's in my local area, we want them there at the event. It's an opportunity they can invite people, but it's been really strong for our EXP culture up here, and it gives us a chance to meet each other in real life, like almost once a month, as you can see how the calendar lays. So it's not just for recruiting. It really is. We want the event to be super valuable, which they have been. So,
Nicole,
yes.
another thing is people will drive 3, 4, 5 hours into an event if you build it properly, especially this one that's at the Renaissance. It's
Yep.
going to be a fabulous event.
Heck yeah.
And I think people also see that in your voice and your personal enthusiasm. If you call them up and you're lazy about the invitation, and not excited,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to come.
I couldn't agree more. And like that Renaissance event, that build event is a killer event, and it's an excellent opportunity to invite people to. So if you want more information about that, y'all reach out to me. I'll make sure you have the link. Actually, if you go to buildevent26.com, you'll see all the build events that are going on across the nation, and you can click on the Dallas one. But
I've been to the Dallas one twice. It was phenomenal. Just
There you go.
phenomenal.
Thank you. Awesome. So I'd love to see you guys there. And it's an opportunity for you to invite people. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
opportunity for you guys to get value out of the event and your guests, right? And it strengthens that relationship. We'll work together to make sure that person feels the love and
Mm-hmm.
gets something out of the event. Okay. Thank you, Tucker and Annie, for adding to that. I already talked about this. You can literally invite to anybody's events. It can be any of the EXP events, any of the build events, any business events. It's
Mm-hmm.
just such an easy way to call people, right? Okay, moving right along. I do want to talk about this too, because I think this changed the game for everybody, y'all. I really want to tell you how powerful this co-sponsoring opportunity is. So for you guys who don't know how this works, if I think that Tucker could be a great partner for me because he offers something, he offers something to my prospect that I just don't have or don't offer. So for all of you guys who are thinking, why would they join me? Look at all these other rock stars at EXP that not only have reputations, but they have this like just value stack that they give. This changed it. If I want to partner with Tucker, for example, it would go me, and I'm the one bringing the recruit. Tucker would hold a spot between me and the recruit. So it'd be me, Tucker, recruit. My upline would still benefit, and then anybody under Tucker, including our recruit, he benefits from as well as I do. So if you don't know how that works, it literally there's really minimal there's more to gain than lose by doing this is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Like it is the best thing that EXP has done. And I want you guys to think about this as you literally can offer anything to anybody in this company if you partner with the right person for them. So
Mm-hmm.
it's so incredible. This eliminates the thing in your head that's saying I'm not enough. You don't even have to be enough. With
Nicole,
yeah.
another important thing that I have learned is that we are the only company that has the infrastructure built to send out. I don't know how many checks we send out a month, but it's like 120,000 plus checks a month. No other company can do that.
Yeah. You know what? I was talking to an agent yesterday that was frustrated because they haven't got paid. And at the brokerage they're with. And I'm just thinking to myself, God bless EXP. Like we went through some growing pains in the early days, but they are
Right.
firing on all cylinders now. Everybody's getting paid. They really are our company is operationally excellent for how big it is. It's amazing. So I want you guys to feel that, believe that, understand that. But the co-sponsorship opportunity, I can offer them anything, anything. I can pull in any co-sponsor. So you guys get to know who in the company does what, has what, is where. And that way, like if you know that, and if you want to have conversations with me offline, because I don't want to go into this too deep, I'm so willing to tell you the co-sponsors that I believe are really bringing some value and what value they're bringing, so you can partner with them and change this opportunity for you, but also for your agent. Like it lit to me this changed everything. Like I'm such a believer in co-sponsoring because I believe that you got it gives us all equal opportunity. You can give anything now, right? So
That's another reason, Nicole, you go to these events so you meet the
Mm-hmm.
productive people. I mean, I got a call yesterday from one of my agents saying, do you know somebody in Central Houston? As a matter of fact, I do. I've closed 2 deals with her. Let me send you their info. I mean, boom. But if I hadn't have gone to an event, I never would have met her.
No, I totally agree with you. Could not agree more that you guys get your butts out there, go to the event, meet the other EXP agents, not only for referral opportunities, but this co-sponsor thing. If you're really serious about attraction, it is the game changer. So, um, bottom line, doesn't have to be your event, doesn't have to be your value.
Right.
Literally, you just have to be the introducer and the connector. And if that's the way you look at your job, it becomes super easy, right? Um, okay, let's go see what else I got for you here. Obviously, just like in your real estate production business, the fortune's in the follow-up. So continue to follow up. Don't just be like, oh, I invited into an event. Okay, and then what? Like I use a CRM. Make sure you keep track of your interactions with people. Um, Invite to next calls. Check in. Just say, "Hey, I'm just checking in on you, seeing how you're doing. What do you think about that event that just happened that you came to?" Right? So
Right.
it's following up, keeping the conversation alive. If you don't do that, I mean, the rest of the work is almost nobody joins right away. Almost nobody. I've had a couple, as in Harold joined right away. Uh,
Point to prove is that at the end of 2025, I recruited somebody that had come to Lunch and Learns when Glenn Sanford was in his RV.
Oh, wow.
there you go.
And the funny thing was, is she just called me up and she said, Leslie, I'm finally ready. I was like, okay, let's meet for lunch. She's like, can you meet today? She sat down at lunch with me. She was filling out her application during lunch. And although it was the longest recruit that I ever had, it was the fastest onboarding process I've ever had as well. So takes
There-
time, but it can also go fast.
Exactly right. Ina, hey, do you have your hand up?
Yes. Hi, Nicole.
I see you.
Good morning. Just one thing about the co-sponsoring, and I have a question about follow-up. But the co-sponsoring, it's been awesome to just reach out. I've had situations where I reached out to Nicole, and I just sit there like a fly on the wall, and she
Mhm.
handled it like a pro that she is with this recruiter of a different brokerage firm. Just talking to be able and learning from others. So it really is helpful to partner with people and in the co-sponsoring and just learn from them as you grow. So the question I have with follow-up, that's where I've failed so badly. It's like, what do you do? Like what Leslie said, a long recruit. How often do you follow up? Like, what do you do? That's where I've failed. I need a CRM or something that I can keep the touches going.
Here's what I recommend, and you're here in Dallas Fort Worth, so I can this is a really easy answer, but this applies wherever you are. So the calendar of events that I just shared, get them in the CRM, invite them to every single one of those events. And in the invitation, ask how they're doing. How's it going? What's up? What's new? We've got this event. I just want to invite you to it, and talk a little bit about the actual event. This next one's listings. But if you have it all in a CRM, you could literally send the same text to hi, agent name, and it automatically puts in the agent name. And you send the same text, but it's very personalized and it's just the way to follow up. Now, if you know that you're sending a text to like somebody in this agent that you really like that has a student about to graduate high school, you can say something like that, but you only know that probably because you see it in your CRM notes. So like, then you say, hi, so and so, text and say, oh, and by the way, I know you guys must be super excited and busy right now. I know you have so and so about to graduate high school. How's it going with that or whatever? Like, so make it personal if you can, but otherwise the CRM is a great way to do that and then just keep the invitations going. And then they'll know, like you'll kind of you the dance with them, right? I think I have it in here. Get them on let's see. You already do this well, Anya. You get them on a call with somebody to present the model, but I don't present the model until they're ready to hear about the model.
Hmm.
Sometimes I don't even present the model. They just ask specific questions that they want to know, and I just answer those specific questions until they're ready to join. So It just really depends, but be attached to the process, not the outcome. But you're right. If you're not doing the consistent and persistent like contacts with them, then most likely a year or two is going to go by and you're going to see that they joined EXP with somebody else.
Exactly.
The idea is you want to, no matter what, if even if you don't have too many conversations, if you're the one contacting them about said events, let's say, when they think EXP, they're going to think you. You know,
Mm-hmm. Stay
Leslie,
top of mind. Definitely. I just want to ask you, did you find anybody to do that doctorate story on?
Yes, I did. Thank you
You
so much.
did.
Yes.
Okay, because I have someone else too that's interested, but good.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Okay.
I did. And I can talk to them, whoever is interested. I can talk to them and just share.
Do you have my phone number?
I believe I do.
Just give me a call or a text.
Okay. I'll find you if I don't have it.
Okay,
and
great.
definitely get a CRM. I can talk to you about that too, offline too, but get a CRM and keep those contacts going.
Would
I
pay
was
me
going to just
for
jump in and just say that you can use your Bold Trail platform for your recruiting CRM. What I recommend is to add in hashtags. So anybody that that is an agent with a different brokerage, I actually add the hashtag of recruit to those people because then you can search your hashtags and you'll get a list of all your agents and you can work off of your wealth chart and things like that from that list. But you can also track when you've talked to them and spoken with them. You can also build a smart campaign, and that smart campaign could be 2 emails a year where you send an EXP explain video and say, hey, here's a link to my Calendly if you want to have a private 15-minute conversation. And so I send those emails out twice a year. So this person that reached out after this long, it was because twice a year for the past several years she had gotten an email like, curious why I chose EXP, this is why. And
Mhm.
I'm still here and happy. And so you can definitely use Bold Trail. You don't have to spend more money, but there's a ton of other ways that you can do it too.
Thank you. That was a question I had. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Leslie. Annie's got her hand up.
Yeah, Nicole, you mentioned about at some point you get them on a call where EXP is explained. Who is doing that explaining or what video are you showing? How does that work?
Honestly, I'm doing the explaining on mine. But so if you guys want to use me, you can. Maybe I should make a video because of the changes in the model. I don't know if there's a video that other people are using right now that's completely up to date. I don't think so. I should probably record one. But there was a video I used to use, but it doesn't go into co-sponsorship as much. And so anyway, and again, my presentations, I used to play, this is a little even outdated for what I currently do, because I used to play videos and that's all well and good, but I like it better now for me to just really find out about them and focus on the things that EXP has that are applicable to what their questions are, to what their needs are. And that to me is working much better. And I don't have to explain stuff that they can just find out later and isn't very important to them.
Do you
Right?
have a PowerPoint that you show
Yeah.
questions they have? That's what I struggle with is where to go to find whatever to show to them. It's like all over the place right now.
The company one is actually not bad, but I don't show every single slide. I just go to the slides because I know the presentation well enough that I know what slides to go to based on what I want to show them.
And I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Nicole, I think you should make a video and do it. You'd be great. You're an excellent presenter. So
Oh, I
there's
appreciate
your
it.
push.
Well, there you go. Maybe I'll make a video. If I do, when I do, I'll share it with you guys.
I
Okay.
think, Nicole, that the important thing here is that the reason why you're comfortable making the presentation is that you do it all the time. The more often you make the presentation, you send an invitation to somebody, the better you get at it. And what a lot of people don't understand is the fact that you invite people to an event means you've thought of them. And they register that in the back of their head saying, Tucker really thought of me. I appreciate that. So it may not click today, tomorrow, just like you've said, it may click 4 or 5 years out, but
Yes.
you want to make sure that they think of you and not someone else.
Yep.
Because when someone signs up under EXP and another sponsor, it does throw a dagger into your heart.
Yeah, it hurts, right? And then you're like, oh, coulda, woulda, shoulda. And it's just one of those tough learning experiences sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I agree with you. I've done it a lot. And so, and if you're thinking, well, I just haven't done it a lot, you could work on it and practice it, or you could get on a call with me and I can go through it with you with them. And then you can listen, right? And so that's another option, whether it's me and you want me to be a co-sponsor, I'm not mad at that. Or if you have somebody that's upstream from you in your organization that you know does this really well, you can get them on, right? Or another co-sponsor option. Like I'm dead serious, you guys. This is also why it's changed, Annie, to answer your question. Because a lot of my presentations are now like if I'm talking to somebody and I know they need something specific that I know a co-sponsor has, I'm
Hmm.
presenting that. I'm presenting what the co-sponsor has more than even I'm presenting EXP. So if you guys are interested, we don't have enough time today. We have 10 minutes left. Of all like the stuff I'm using co-sponsorship wise and you want to know what I almost think of it as like an arsenal, like a tool belt. I am so happy to share what's work. I'm not even joking. More than half of every agent that comes into my organization right now comes in with a co-sponsor. And that's what these people are using, and they're using it, the people who are adding people in my org, they're using it so strategic and so well. And I just want everybody to know about it because it's helping us grow.
So if you want to come back and do that, we can schedule that. Just
Okay.
let us know. That'd be great.
Okay. Good, 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 good. Okay. So, and like as such, the presentation is so different. It's like sometimes I'm not even talking so much about EXP. I'm talking about whatever other value too, right? So, okay. Here we go. This is one of the things that I always talk about because there have been times in my tenure here with EXP that I have really taken my foot off the gas and I haven't treated RevShare as a business. And that's okay because RevShare is awesome and it allows you to do that. There are other times where I'm really treating it like a business and I am time blocking and I am serious about it. And those times my organization seriously grows when I'm in those pockets of time. And I've learned that I need to be in those times consistently. I need to treat this like a business because it is a business. So what does that mean? It means you time block, right? So whether it's I believe anybody can if you spend 2 to 3 hours on this a week, you can expect results. So time block for it. What are you time blocking for? Outbound calls, invitations, texting. Have systems and leverage. We talked about the CRM. We have an onboarding concierge and support staff. So when you do bring some, and everybody on this call has access to that if you go to jeanfrederick.com. So go and look on that. If you have any questions, let us know. But that's available for you. And it's something that we built into the org as a business. We want to run this like a business. So we're serious about it. And I believe onboarding is it's almost the final stage of recruiting. If you don't onboard them well, you could lose them, right? So
Right.
we have organizational resources. Peggy does these, Leslie does her KV Core. We have a website. We have value that we bring. And so that's something that you guys can piggyback off of, but it's also something that I want you guys to be thinking, how can I add slowly but surely value to myself, to my vault? What am I offering? We talked about how you can use other people's value. You can definitely use our value as part of the Gene Frederick organization, but also how can you start to build your own value adds, right?
Hmm.
Think about that. This is just an example as somebody that I recruited and in my CRM, I take copious notes. The cool thing now is if you have Firefly or any of the note taker AIs, you can have that running and if you're talking to somebody like on Zoom or on your phone, vice versa, you can have Firefly running on your computer. You can have Firefly running on your phone. Firefly will record the conversation and make the notes for you. Okay.
Love.
Like have that. That way you can have notes in your CRM without you typing it. Okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And so I keep very and I keep notes too, like how likely is this person going to join on a scale of 1 to 10? Like I really am I've been very like I want to look back and be like, oh my gosh, she's at a 6. I better stay on her, right? Energy
Hmm.
8, I love her. Okay, so that's just an example of a screenshot of my CRM. Here's our value. This is the Gene Frederick website. Peggy worked hard on that. Leslie worked hard on that. So you can look at everything we have available on there. I consider our EXP NTX, what we work hard on, as local value. That's upcoming. We have expntx.com. That's all the in-person events. And then I have the virtual event calendar. Those are all value-based. That's part of my value vault, right? And then, I might have this on a slide coming up, but just in case for the sake of time, I just want to say, then whoever you bring on to the company, you want to make sure you're available for them. You want to make sure you're there for them in any way you can possibly be there for them. You want to make sure you check in with them. Like that is a responsibility as a sponsor that I don't think that you should forget about or take lightly. And sometimes I check myself on that, like, have I checked in with this person recently or not? And you want to make sure, this is an organization where we're all helping each other grow, but you can't do that unless you're in community. So you want to inspire the people to plug in. You want to be there for your people. And that's
Mm.
super important, right? Can't understate that. This is an example of the onboarding concierge request. So if you guys are bringing people into EXP, you can use this. It's on genefrederick.com, onboard request. You just fill this out and we will have our onboarding team reach out to them and help your person onboard. And you're copied on the communication so you kind of know how they're going through the process. I recommend doing this. This also introduces them to Leslie and what she does with getting their CRM started and all the KV Core stuff. So that's available to all y'all on the call. Okay.
That's great.
And then
Great.
somebody had something?
I have a quick question about the CRM with Leslie. I was wondering if Leslie, you have any link for training on that you can put on in the chat.
I
Thank
will
you.
do that now. Give me
Yeah,
one.
and it's right there on genefrederick.com, but she will put it in the chat.
Yep.
And she does a great KV Core class. So that's available to y'all if you guys want refreshers or if you aren't using your KV Core and you want to, but it's also available for anybody that you bring to the company. So other tidbits, y'all, show up on social. I need to do a much better job of this myself, but show up on social, celebrate your people, say yes to stages and podcasts and opportunities like this. Document your journey, create content as you go. Your business will only grow to the extent that you do. So just make sure you're continuing to do things to pour value back into yourself, attend events, personal development events, leadership events. So all those things matter in any business that you're doing, and agent attraction is not exempt from that. So final thoughts. Here's the formula. This is the formula. Okay, you guys, do you're going to fail. Learn
Yep.
how you fail. You're going to fail again and then do it again. Just do. A foolish
Yep.
doer will outperform a smart thinker every single dang time. I'm just going to tell y'all right now. If I do, it's just like they say about people who show up on social. My crappy video is going to outperform somebody's non-video every single time. So
Right.
just make sure that you just get into action. That's the one thing that if I can thing is don't stop with the action, and you're gonna have setbacks and you're gonna think you suck at it. I think I suck at it all the freaking time, all the time. Okay.
No way.
Yes way. You know how many no's I've heard? You know how many
Oh,
no's I've heard? I don't even know how many no's I heard. I should have been tracking it because it is astounding how many no's I've heard. But that's the whole point. The more no's you get, the more yeses you get, right? So you shouldn't be scared about failing. You should only be terrified that in 10 years you're going to look in the mirror and be like, I should have done what Nicole said on that Zoom. right?
And your social right now is just everywhere. It is great.
Oh,
And
okay,
you do
great.
funny things, you do serious things, you have a podcast. You're showing up in a lot of different ways. But like you said, you just got to start it and do it.
Do it. I got a long way to go to where I want to be, but thank you because I don't know about y'all. I don't really like I don't like social media. I don't like putting myself out there like that. I get a little bit like I don't know if it's insecure or what it is. Maybe you guys can relate. It's not super comfortable for me to be dancing in my pajamas on social media. I'm just saying.
But look at all the reviews it got. I mean, come on, and likes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. Here's another one. Anybody can do this, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm living proof of this, but most people give up because the results don't come fast enough. That's just the truth. That is the cold truth with agent attraction. So don't give up. Rome wasn't built in a day. The key is to find people that you really like and to build with them. That makes it fun and it makes the hard times worth it. But literally people give up because the results aren't coming fast. This is a slow build. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So just know that it's not, some people think rev share happens overnight. It does not. Okay. It does not. Here's ways you can contact me. But it is worth it. I don't want to scare y'all out of it. It's worth it because can you imagine like for life is so good financially. It's incredible because I don't have to, all those no's have been worth it, y'all. Like I don't have to wake up or go to bed at night worrying about if I'm going to have money coming in this month. Now it's not as good when the market was better, but I'm still going to have money coming in this month, right?
mm.
Mhm.
And that is the blessing of this opportunity. It's just such a blessing. So if there's anything I can do further than this call to help you guys with y'all's business, please contact me. I'm happy to help you.
Thank you so much, Nicole. This is great.
Great presentation.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's not going to be 3 years before you're on again. Definitely. Definitely. Any last thoughts? Anything you want to just shout out real quick?
Nicole, can you share your podcast? The name of
Yes.
where I can find it?
I'd love to. I mean, I wish I had that link really handy. I don't, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send that to you as and anybody else that wants my podcast. You can probably find it by going to my Instagram, but I'll send it to you.
Okay, you can put it in the chat.
Wouldn't it be under your name, Nicole?
I'm sure, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah. You look at it, your name most likely will come up. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Um, so I'll definitely get that information. I appreciate that. And the podcast is not only about real estate, it's
Right.
about like a host of different things. So
It's great. It's life. You
Mhm.
guys are showing up and talking about real life, which is excellent. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you again. I told you guys this was going to be an amazing quick hour.
Yeah.
It went by so fast. Um, love that you guys show up every week and like leverage us, use this, invite people to come on here. They'll, look at all the speakers that we've had. You've always got something exciting going on. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Nicole. Thanks everyone for showing up.
Great to
Um,
see you guys.
I'm headed
Thank
off to
you.
New Hampshire, so I will talk to you guys. I'll let you know how this event goes and love to come and speak for any of you that want to do an event. I'm happy to help you do it. So
Oh, how nice. Thank
thanks,
you so
guys.
much.
Bye.
Thanks,
Great.
Nicole.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Peggy.
Peggy.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Bye.
Andy. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank
Thank you, Leslie.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Robbie
everybody.
would be so proud, Nicole.
Aw.
Ending with a quote at the end of your presentation. It's like the good old days
Oh,
20 years
I got
ago.
well. I got
Yeah.
trained.
Send mom and Jean our love, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you, Watson.
Thank,
Thanks, guys. Love
thank
y'all.
you.
Bye.